What's going on, guys? Trevor Hecton here with Outrigger Outdoors. I have the pleasure of being able to show you guys a airboat setup that is utilizing our Swamp Eye Silent Series lights, and we are powering them by an alternator. So all of them are going to a battery on the airboat, fully color adjustable. These are set up on Bluetooth app control, and I just wanted to kind of walk you through this build. There's no generator involved. It's totally running off of the airboat battery power, which is powered by the alternator on the airboat. So how is everything wired on this airboat? So we have these lights split up into 3 sections. So we have the front forward lights on one section. We have this right side, these 3 lights on another section. And then we have the left side lights on their own section. And so how do we accomplish that? So on the control leads, we have them separated on these 3 sections, but then also on the power leads, we have them separated the same way. So the power leads for these 3 lights are all connected together. And then for the front 5 lights are all connected together, and then the right side lights are connected together. So what we did is those lights come up underneath the gunnel, and they come into this little switch panel area right here. And then from here, it goes, the power runs to the back of the boat to a Perco switch, so that you can basically control, instead of going directly to the battery where the Silent Series can have an incremental power draw, you can turn the battery on or off at this Perco switch. And so you can control bank 1, bank 2, or bank 1 and 2. So like bank 1 will be lights, bank 2 will be the starter for the airboat, and then bank 1 and 2 are all is basically going to be both together. So the great thing about this is that whenever you put the airboat up for storage, the Silent Series are going to they're going to hold a memory. And so because they hold a memory, there's going to be a small incremental power draw. And so that's why we recommend running this Perco switch. And you literally just run the wires that I showed you up at the front of the boat down through the hole, and then they come up right here and then tie into that Perco switch right there. And then as far as controls go, these lights are on Bluetooth controllers, which right here is one. And then we have another one on the other side. But basically in the Outrigger Go app, you'll be able to control each bank of lights at a time. And then while you're underway, the alternator on this airboat motor is going to be charging these batteries, which is supplying power to the lights. So in the end, there's no generator involved on this setup. It's totally battery powered, or alternator driven, as you could say. And I'll go ahead and turn these lights on and show you how they work. We're going to talk about how these lights are all hooked up together on their Bluetooth controllers. It looks like we have 4 Bluetooth controllers on this setup, so we can control the back lights are on one controller, so I'm turning them on and off in the back. And then we've got the front on another controller, and then we've got left side on one controller. That's the front, and then we've got the right side. So right here we've got the right side on another controller. So having it set up this way allows us to set up each of the systems on their own bank of controllers. So through the app, you can control all the lights together or independently by each of the banks at a time. So if you're coming up on a house on the left side or the right side, you can turn off the left side or the right side. Or if you only want your forward lights on and nothing else, you can only turn those on, for the back lights, etc. If you're running a little bit shallower on the right side compared to the left side, then, or say it's a little bit cleaner on one side, dirtier on the other, then you can adjust color and basically have one side of the boat as cool white, the other side of the boat is warm white, and etc. So I can kind of show you how this works. Let's see, that's front. by the alternator. So this is a really solid setup if you want something that is just totally hands-off and super easy. Don't have to worry about generators or anything like that. So really cool boat. We can go ahead and walk through and do a little close-up on the wiring. Everything is plug and play. You know, like I mentioned before, these three are all coming together, and then the power leads and the control leads just go straight down into the hull of the boat right here. And then on the other side, kind of do the same thing. We've got driving lights. The customer is actually going to be swapping out to our Duranav driving lights. These lights here are having a little bit of issues, but we're getting ready to swap these out. And these are running on a switch on the panel of the airboat. So everything will be pretty seamless once we get done with it. But yeah, I mean, really great setup that they have here, and we're gonna go ahead and get to work on doing a little bit more transformation on it. But for guys that are wanting to run on a battery or alternator on an airboat, this is definitely the way to go. Super easy, simple, don't have to worry about a generator, just fire up your boat and go.